Welcome back. Is the proposed new Mumbai coastal road more of a problem than a solution for Mumbai's connectivity? Today, joining me for this very important discussion are Saurabh Mehrotra, Director Advisory Services, Night Rank, and Sudhir Badami, Transportation Analyst. Gentlemen, thank you very much for joining me. But before I come to both of you, let's just go and look at some of the things that you need to know about this discussion. What's really going on? 5 things you need to know about Mumbai's coastal road. First, this project has been undertaken after changing a 37-year-old policy to preserve the coastal zones. Government is now seeking to reclaim coastal land previously, which was off limit. Number 2, proposal is for a 35-kilometer road from Nariman Point to Kandivali. Metro 3 Kolaba Bandra CZ corridor will be integrated with it, and it includes road construction on 10 kilometers of land reclaimed for the purpose. Third point, which you need to know, road will be constructed based on Dutch technology. MOU has been signed with the government of Netherlands. Of course, that's the Maharashtra government which has signed it. Fourth, it proposes to decongest Mumbai and create 91 hectares of green spaces. And finally, part of the 60,000 crore transport infrastructure project undertaken by the state government. Of course, there are some positives and some negatives of it. I'm going to come to you, Saurabh, first. Everybody is talking about the road drastically cutting down time between Nariman Point and western suburbs. Will it do that as on paper today?
Absolutely. Absolutely. The current commute time between, say, Kandivali to Nariman Point, peak load, peak direction, it's close to 3 hours. And with the construction of a access control expressway, it will come down to almost 45 minutes to maximum an hour. So that's almost 60% reduction in travel time.
When experts are arguing that only a small percentage of population staying in western suburbs will benefit from that road, would you agree with that argument, or do you think that that's not incorrect?
No, I completely disagree with this argument. Saying that only a small percentage of people would be benefited by the road is based on an assumption that people who are traveling today by, hugely congested local trains would not shift to a better and more convenient mode of transport. I mean, you have the statistics in front of you. It's completely inhuman. The peak load, peak direction, there are almost 16 people per square meter traveling in a suburban train. Now, the premise that when a proper road network is available, when there's a BRTS running, people would not shift to that mode is false and is completely incorrect.
All right. Okay, let me get Sudhir Badami here. He's a transportation analyst. Sudhir, we all know that Mumbai roads are clogged in peak hours. You have traffic just inching, and commuters spend 2 to 3 hours on the road one way to work and back, which means 5 to 6 hours of their life gets wasted on just reaching their workspace and back. So you need to upgrade Mumbai's infrastructure, transportation systems. Do you think that the coastal road is a big answer to that problem?
Coastal road is not at all a solution to Mumbai's mobility problem, because it will actually cater to, even if buses ply on that, cater to very few people instead of the largest number of people who are traveling in the most congested mode of transport because of inadequacy of the capacity it has, that is the suburban railway system. The railway system, just to give some numbers, carry about 3,60,000 persons per hour over 3.5 hours, while its capacity has just about reached 1,80,000 persons per hour, and it is unlikely to increase significantly ever, given the present condition. Metro rail, which has been conceived, will give only 72,000 persons per hour, but metro rail will not provide any of this capacity in next 50 years is my estimate. People think I'm a little crazy, but I think that is my realistic estimate.
Why not cars? I mean, right now, if you can have a better transportation or more roads and decongest cars, why not?
Car is a luxury, no doubt, because it gives you the luxury of working while you're traveling. It also gives an employment to a chauffeur so that you can sit in the car and work. But the point is, affordability is one of the things. And what is the percentage of population that can use a car? That is one aspect of it. The other aspect is environment itself. More number of cars simply means more pollution, even if the car emits less and less of foul air.
Okay, fair enough. Cars do create. Is your argument that the coastal road is not a solution to public transport system? Saurabh, how would you actually debate that point, or what is your counter argument to Sudhir saying that all that you're going to be encouraging is more cars, and really that is not a solution to the overburdened suburban rail transport system for the Aam Aadmi of Mumbai?
No, the biggest misconception is that roads are only for cars. The roads are very much there even for buses. What we need to do is we need to promote high density vehicles on these roads. And that is very much possible. Where else is the land available for creating the infrastructure which can be used by buses? I mean, you're talking about creating BRTS. Where is the land? Where is the availability of even a 1 kilometer stretch of land for creating a greenfield infrastructure? Now, the misconception of roads only being used by cars is something which is absolutely incorrect.
What about the ecology argument, Saurabh? Is it very, very negative for the environment? And that's the thing that I worry about quite a bit, that it is going to destroy mangrove groves, which actually prevent flooding of the area.
Can I answer that question, if you don't mind?
Go ahead, sir. So,
okay.
Mr. Badami, why don't you take this?
No. When you create this coastal road,
ecologically, I think it will be a little damaging, but as life is, things change over a period of time, maybe 10 years, things will improve ecologically. It will balance up again. What advantage we get out of the coastal road is adequate public spaces if they are not monopolized by only the rich and the people who live very close to the coastal road. That means public transport is made accessible to people who are living in the interior of the Mumbai suburbs, especially where the width of the suburbs is as much as, I think, about 15 kilometers. Then I think that advantage you tend to get. Marine Drive is used by many people, mainly because the railway line is going by Churchgate to Churni Road is all along Marine Drive. Look at the number of people who use. How many people use the Hornby Vellard or Haji Ali areas? Haji Ali is accessible by BST. And all Baikala people come over here. How many people go to the Victoria Gardens or Jijamata Udyan, that open space, because people live there? So we have to provide adequate, but it's not what we have in Mumbai is very little, and so the open public space and accessibility to it is very important. And therefore, I am not very much against the coastal road from that perspective, but priority is priority. I think we can't allow 3,600 people getting killed every year and equal number getting injured, mainly because suburban railways are overcrowded.
All right, Saurabh Mehrotra and Sudhir Badami, I think we'll have to wrap out here. You absolutely need to create a road transportation network in the high density current areas. However, how do you really build there? Where is the space? So both arguments stay. As of now, the proposal is open for public to actually respond to it. And it's pretty much Mumbaikas are split in between in terms of whether Mumbai needs a coastal road or not.